Welcome to another week in the Dallara F3. This week we're at Brands Hatch. First time at this circuit for many of us. It's the first time for us at this circuit at the PCA NER. This track is fast and tricky, and it's going to be fun. So what I'm going to do is take you around a hot lap of this track, show you how I approach this track, and we'll go, just take you around slowly with one of my pre-recorded laps, one of my faster laps, and then I'll show you the hot lap in real time in the cockpit. So we're on the front straight here, the start-finish line. And actually, this is one of the first corner here is one of the trickier corners. It's uphill and then fast downhill turn. So pretty tricky. I think I have some work to do on this corner, and I've ran this track quite a bit. And this is the corner that I think I have the most time to earn. But so let's take us through it. So approaching, you're trying to get to the left. I'm usually aiming for that 50 marker, and then I'm turning and braking, downshifting to 4th gear. I think I'm in 6th gear right now, so you'll be 5 and then 4. Basically right at that white line, braking, turning, and trying to get it to the curbing. This is a awkward curb. So you really just don't want to be too much on it. It will throw you way to the left coming down the hill and into the sand. So try to stay just on the curbing or just off the curbing to the left of it. And then you can get on accelerator pretty quick here. And you just want to be tracking all the way out. In this car, it doesn't really help to track over that green stuff on the left because the car will bottom out. But it's okay if you do that, so you're safe if you do that, and sometimes I use it. So now we're just going to go straight up the hill here into, I guess that's the hairpin, feels like one. I'm braking at the 50. I started braking a little later and learned it's a little quicker if you brake later into this corner and take a wider arc. This is more like the racing line. I think to protect the inside is the best thing to do here. If you got cars coming in, they're gonna try to get you on the inside here. So I try to get over a little earlier. If I'm in clean air, I might take a little bit of a different approach, but this is my racing line approach. So I'm coming in and then just following the curbing, and you really want to figure out how you can get on the fastest you can get on the throttle here. And play with that. Just go earlier and earlier and earlier on throttle until you figure that out. You will track all the way out to the curbing and then some. On this track, you've got some interesting curbing. There's the curbing, and then there's this kind of area to the left of the curbing that's actually track. You can use that in a couple places on this track, and it's not an incident, and it actually is faster. So we're all the way to the left. Full throttle, trying to get to the back to the right. You want to be, I'll show you, straight here, right? And then you can actually use that stuff on the right, and I have, but as you can see, it starts to get a little iffy. It brakes you can brake pretty well on that, and it does open up the corner a little bit, but here I've actually just stayed to the left of it. And then really what you want to do is you want to hit the curbing on the apex, and you want to get on throttle as fast as possible. This is an interesting corner, and I think first time at the track, you're not going to realize how much room you have on the right, and I'm going to show that to you now. And it is track. It's not an incident. I actually didn't hit the curbing here, and that's okay as long as you can get on throttle. I'm getting on throttle there, and you can see that there's that same grass over here. And this is actually okay, what I just did here, and it's fast. And as long as you can straighten out the car, and then you can drive all over this stuff to the right. And this was not an incident here. Now, I don't suggest everybody using that line, but certainly you can tighten it up a little bit, but do feel free to use this stuff over here. Another tricky corner coming up, and probably the second hardest corner for me anyway, and also one of the most important because it is leading onto a main street. You're going uphill, and it leads onto a main straight, so you can lose a lot of time through here. So I tend to brake at the 50 marker, maybe a little later, and stay out to the right. Don't pinch this corner because you won't be able to get on throttle that soon, and you won't be able to carry as much speed through the corner. So I'm braking right about there. Actually, no, right about there, so I lied to you. I'm not braking at the 50 marker, just after. And staying a little bit wide here, getting the car to turn. You can see it's kind of nice and grippy out here. That's where most of the rubber's laid down. And you want to get... I actually stay out here. It was fast in this lap, so I'm going to keep doing that. And I downshifted into second, maybe. Yeah. No, I stayed in third. So that's third gear. Long straight. And here I'm braking a little. I'm probably braking at the 50 just slightly. I'll show you the in-cockpit view and you'll see that. But at the 50, I'm probably slightly dabbing the brake. And then using the curbing, you can get your right tires into the grass here. It doesn't hurt the car at all. Your car is completely loaded up on the other side. So feel free to do that if you want to. You get a little bit more room out for the exit. Best to use all the real estate over here. And then here, another one where you're going to have some of more curbing than you think. So there's curbing on the right coming in here, so you can use that even beyond the red and white curbing. And then you can track all the way out to the curbing over here. This is my favorite corner on the track because it's so fun. You can take this really fast and just build up speed through here. Just keep building it up until you feel you're at the edge. You'll see here I'm going all the way out. You can see the red curbing up there. I want to take that. Actually, you're going to straddle that. Well, in this case, I didn't straddle it, but you can straddle it. There's some, again, you can actually get further right here. Get on the throttle is, your throttle all the way through here. I'm probably full throttle here. I did lift a little bit to get the car turned. So throttle, lift, throttle. Use all the track. About a little bit after the 50 marker here, I'm braking, and I'm down into third gear. Get the curbing. Oh, I didn't get the curbing. But get close to the curbing and then on it because this is really grippy, a lot of camber, and you want to track all the way out to the curbing. Here I'm braking just before the gray curbing on the left that I'm approaching here. So right there. Fifth gear, fourth gear, and then just carry fourth gear through here if you can, because dropping into third, you're going to lose some speed. And you're just kind of breathing off the throttle, and then when you feel like you can get on it, like right there, you get on the throttle, you carry it out all the way. Well, in that case, I didn't go all the way, but let's go back. You can take it out all the way here, so I took it inside. And that is a lap of Brands Hatch. I think I got some room here. I mean, I didn't use all the track in some places, so this was one of my earlier laps. But I think that's a good example of a line. I do think that this track requires just getting confident on the throttle earlier and earlier and earlier. Start out slow, and then every corner just build it up so that you're getting on throttle earlier and earlier. And it will reward. And then, so let me go ahead and go to back a lap here. I think this is lap 19. Yep. So, and I'll just go in cockpit, and we'll just do, I'll just play it. Get to the cockpit, come on. All right, cockpit. And here we go. Back it up. There you have it. I hope you guys enjoy this week at Brands Hatch. I'll see you guys on Monday.